Hey, this is Adrian Lash and Phyllis Kimrey with Kimrey Lash Realty. And today we are out at SCAPS, also known as Stanley County Animal Protective Services, why we call it SCAPS. We're here today with Karen Linker. She takes care of all the animals that they rescue throughout the county. And we're going to be having a short interview with Karen today. She's going to answer some questions, tell us about SCAPS, and then we get to meet a special long term resident, Gunner. So, Karen, if there is one myth about being a rescue, especially when you guys are always known as the pound, which I know you hate, what would that be?
Not all of these dogs are here because they're bad. A lot of people think they end up with us because they're bad dogs. They're not. Some of them get separated from their families. Some of them, their owners have issues like homelessness, that kind of thing, and they just want what's best for their animal. So not all the ones back there. Actually, we've got a lot of really good dogs back there right now. People think that they can't get like pure breeds here. We just had a German Shepherd leave. She was a pure breed. Like, we end up with all kinds. So, I feel like don't always think that a rescue is going to be just a certain, like, just a mutt or a pit bull. You can get specific breeds, even though pit bulls are great dogs.
Now, what I think is really awesome about you guys and our local shelter is that they have reached non kill status. Can you explain that?
Yes. When Sheriff Crisco took over the shelter, in I think it was 2021, when it was animal control, their live release rate was 13%, which means only 13% of the animals that walked through the door walked out alive. Um, since we have taken it over, we normally stay around 97 to 98% for our live release. We only euthanize if they're extremely ill, and that's the most humane thing to do for them, or if they are just too aggressive to be out in public. Like, they've attacked somebody, they've, attacked a child, attacked a person, that kind of thing. So we do euthanize them, and we don't like to do it, but, those kind of animals are just kind of, they're trapped in their own skin too. Like, they don't want to, he wanted to be in the video too. They don't want to, be stuck back there in a kennel, but you can't really put them out in the public either.
So, beyond just adoption, how can the community volunteer to help you guys out? What's the process to volunteer?
Yep. All they have to do is, there's a form on our Facebook page in our About section. They can do that, or they can just stop by and talk to us, and we can get them set up to volunteer, because we can always use volunteers. We have volunteers that do everything from help clean up the cats,
Okay.
to playing with the cats, to taking dogs out to the play yard, or just walking dogs around in the yard, because these dogs, getting them out of the kennel, they get out for about an hour every day. But just getting out and having that human interaction just helps keep them calm, keeps them from going kennel crazy. It's People don't realize how much that helps. And there's just two of us here with about 80 plus animals, so we can't spend as much time as we would like with each animal. Um, so
Now, what if they have children? I love the program where the kids come in and read to the dogs. I thought that was so sweet. So, how do you get your children involved?
It just has to, anybody 18 and under just needs a parent or guardian with them while they volunteer.
Okay.
But yeah, we've had one little girl that came in, and she would sit up here and read. Yeah, her mom and her would sit up here and read to the dogs. So, as long as they got a parent or guardian with them, they can come volunteer.
Perfect. Outside of volunteer, how else can the community help you guys?
Donations. We have an Amazon wish list on our Facebook page. We get a lot of donations from there, which then helps us use the funds that are budgeted for other stuff, like just any kind of healthcare needs or anything like that we have. We can use it for that instead of using it, for food and all that. Well, most of our food would get donated from somebody anyway, but just like wet food, because we give our cats wet food every morning. And yes, they're in a shelter. Yes, they're shelter cats, but those are some of the most spoiled shelter cats. Diana, our part-time girl, she spoils those cats big time. So, just it's little extra stuff like that, like treats and that kind of thing, are a huge help.
Okay, very good. So, for new pet owners, bringing them home, what are some suggestions to help get their homes ready to bring a new furry baby home?
The best thing you can do is just like you would with a toddler, make sure there's nothing down where they can get it, chew it. If you have anything that you don't want messed up, make sure it's put way up. And then have a crate ready. People say, I hear it all the time, I don't like putting my dog in a crate, but they like it. That's their safe place. And so the best thing you can do when you get a dog home for the first time is just bring them straight in, show them everything in the house, but then put them in their crate for about an hour. Let them decompress because they went from this high, noise, anxiety kind of driven environment where it's really loud and, then they go into a home and they're kind of shell shocked. They don't know what to do.
Right.
And people think they can just walk in the door with a dog and be like, okay, here you go. And then they'll call us and say, I went to work and the dog tore up my room. Well, yeah, because you left it out to do whatever, just like us today when we,
Right.
we left him out and he got into stuff. But I mean, it just, you just have to put work into it. They're not just going to walk in and be perfect dogs from the beginning. You have to know when you get a rescue, they're work, but they are very worth it.
Absolutely agreed. How long does it take for a dog to really acclimate into their homes?
There is the 3-3-3 kind of rule, and it takes 3 days for them to decompress.
Mm-hmm.
It takes 3 weeks for them to kind of start showing their true personalities, and then 3 months to completely settle in.
Right. I know that's really important. I know a lot of dogs get returned because, as you said, people think they're just supposed to walk in and be perfect dogs and they don't understand. And some of these dogs I know have come out of bad situations. They've been in several homes. So it does take them a while to really feel comfortable and at home. Well, guys, today we have a special guest star, and it is Gunner. So, Chase is going to tell us a little bit about this handsome fella.
Gunner is 2 to 3 years old. He's been with us a little while. He came in, he was a really shy boy. He was just scared, so we had to really work with him. He's still a little nervous with new people, but it doesn't take him long at all to warm up to you. He's honestly, I can't say anything bad about Gunner. He's fully house trained. When we leave, well, we hope to leave around 5, but whenever we do leave in the evenings, when we get back at 8 o'clock in the morning, he is prancing, waiting to go outside. He has not once went in his kennel here. He is heartworm positive, but so we're looking for a rescue, or if there's someone willing to adopt him and bring him in for the treatments, we can do that all here in the house. We just need to keep him calm through that. He's great with other dogs.
Oh, good boy.
He's just a good boy.
And how long has he been here?
How long has he?
He's been here since December 19th.
December.
Okay.
So he is ready. As much as we enjoy him, he is ready for his home.
So if anybody's looking for a new furry baby to call their own, Gunner would be a perfect choice. He's so sweet. You can tell he's timid, but he's just so sweet with sweet face.
Once he warms up, he's wide open.
Yes.
I can see him totally being
And very loving.
once he warms up. Beautiful baby. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us today. This was really excited. I'm going to take a second to actually, when we leave, I'm going to take a minute and I'm going to do what I need to do to put in some volunteer hours here. I used to volunteer a lot when I lived in Raleigh. It really brought a lot of joy to my heart, and I need to get out and start doing it again. Want to thank Karen, want to thank Chase, I want to thank Gunner over there who's walking around. So again, Kimrey Lash Realty, as part of our community initiative, we have a program that is our Furry Friends program. With every closing, we make a monetary donation to one of 3 of our animal rescue groups in Stanley County. Today, we are dropping off donation for SCAPS. They can use that how they see fit to take care of the dogs and their cats and their at their shelter. And if you guys have any questions, you're welcome to call here, or you are welcome to go check us out on our website, KimreyLash.com. You'll see a button at the top that says Adopt a Pet, and it will take you to everybody's links and explain our program. Thanks, y'all.